Just connecting. All right, we should be live on YouTube. Very good. Let me stop recording this segment here and start recording the FM section. But yeah, we should be live on YouTube as well, or at least the VOD should be starting to get popped up there. But let's continue our career with Fafe in chasing Amorim. So last stream, just in case you missed it, we were in trouble. We lost the first game with Fafe pretty poorly. And then we lost the second game. And if you don't know what was happening in this save, we're chasing Ruben Amorim. We're trying to chase the career he had. In real life, he said that if he lost his first 3 games at Casa Pia, which was his first club and our equivalent to Fafe, he would resign. So if I lost the 3rd game of the season with Fafe, I would have to resign. But thankfully, we played Vitoria B. We defeated them 3-0. And then we went on a pretty good run. But that was because of a change of formation. In real life, for Amorim's 3rd game, he switched from a 4-back to a 3-back. And for us, we switched from a 3-back to a 4-back into this asymmetric 4-1-4-1, 4-2-3-1 kind of deal. And it worked pretty well afterwards. We went on and defeated Marco 09 1-0 with a goal from Ka. Very good. Better than he's no Kaka. The bad Kaka, I should say. He's also not the good Kaka either. But then against the favorite to win the league, number 1 in the season preview, Pacos Ferreira, we went and destroyed them 3-0. Now let's not talk about the PT Cup. We lost to a 4th division team in penalties after having 33 shots. I don't know what we were doing, but we were not scoring the goals, that's for sure. So, we're going to continue on. We'll play hopefully a handful of games today. Maybe get to December, maybe quicker than that. We'll see. But yeah, we're currently placed in the North Division in 5th place outside of the top 4 spots that will send us to the next group stage in order to compete for promotion. So, let's continue on. Let's get going. PSG is going to rob them 145 million for Barcola. What's this about Barcola? I know there was rumors on the weekend. I mean, Liverpool, apparently Liverpool were his preferred choice. He's not willing to sign a new contract, but PSG also has a high asking price. So I haven't heard anything more than that today. And I don't know if you want to spend that much money on Barcola, but PSG are asking for 145 million. Well, at least it's cheaper than wait. 145 million pounds or euros? Either way, that's a crap ton of money. Because if it's 145 million euros, that's at least cheaper than what the initial report was. Today was tweeted out that Darwin Núñez was coming back to Portugal. However, Porto, Benfica, and Sporting aren't interested in the guy. Benfica robbing you guys 80 million quid was generational. To be fair, we also robbed Saudi Arabia 60 million or whatever it was. Well, I started my first career, suffered relegation, got investigated for tax evasion, and forced to leave Germany at 26, then doped at 34 to get a +5 to my rating just to suffer another relegation. Yeah, that's kind of goated. I remember when Darwin Núñez and Haaland went to the Prem, there was a debate on who would be better. Yeah. To be fair, Darwin has good aspects to his game, but yeah, he was never going to be Haaland's level. Darwin just mentally doesn't quite have it. I think he gets more impacted by things outside of, he's mentally more impacted by things. Haaland, for the most part, can lock in pretty well. Darwin, I don't know, there's many things. I think his head gets distracted by doubts and things like that. Exclamation mark Haaland? Damn, it's not there anymore. I remember when Núñez and Haaland went to the Prem, there was a debate. Oh wait, I read that. Whoopsies. Development advice, Carlos Reina. Okay, let's just get to the first game. Let me check if let me check the chat bot if the Holland command is still existent. No, it's not. Must have been deleted. To be fair, Diogo, I think you're able to make add commands if you wanted. At least he's not getting distracted by pigeons like Ramsdale. Oh man. Let me see. Let me check Reddit right now just to see if there was any recent news in the past hour. John Stones to Inter. That is random. I thought he was gonna go to Arsenal. What the hell? By the way, thank you for the follow. The great Katana. Very nice. Thank you. Maldini, Leonardo resigned from Italy Federation after Pirlo coaching plan collapse. What a fun 10 days to be an Italian, huh? PSG apparently made a statement on Diamande. What the hell is going on here? What is happening? Jordan Henderson and Welbeck to Chelsea, which is pretty funny. Sasa Lukic is one of the midfield targets for Ipswich. But nothing else really. Nothing else too crazy today. But yeah, good for Inter getting John Stones. Hey, what's good, Hung? What's good, man? The fraud has come to us without a back three. Yep. Had to pull the reverse Amorim. Inter always signs the most random players that are like 35. Is John Stones 35? He's 32. He's past his prime. But you know, get him some Italian tomatoes, some pasta. He'll be able to play till he's 36. Him and Bastoni will be Xavi and Iniesta for Inter. The only issue is age. I think 32 is probably perfectly fine in Serie A for John Stones. Hopefully Bastoni stays then. That'd be great for Inter. Like, John Stones could probably still do it at a high level. He's just pretty injury prone. I've decided my next save, and the third tier Belgium called as I took over an amateur club, and we are now in season 2 getting promoted. Damn, how are you getting through the save so quick? Fair play. Alright, club form should keep Pellistri in Uruguay squad. Alright. Alright, we're finally getting the first fixture. My computer is loud at the moment, trying to chug along the way. The board gave me a transfer budget of 175k. I miss Monopoly. Hey, that's a lot for a second division team, no? Speaking of Inter and defenders, weren't they going for Kuti? Apparently they're not. Apparently they cooled off. That's what I read. Alright, let's play my best lineup here. Obama in. Batista out. It is Chow and... How long are you injured for? 3 days. Can Teixeira play? Teixeira can probably play without issue. DM. We go put in our guy VI. Vega stays out right wing. Carvalho swaps out for Amorim. Reina stays. Pica stays. Fonseca stays. Carlos Daniel. Can I get him on the bench? And Otavio starts, of course. No. It's tough, man. It's tough that you can't have less than 14 homegrown players on starting 11 and subs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We can take one out. Batista for Carlos Daniel. Now, is Batista good? Batista or Teixeira? I think we go Batista, honestly. Yeah, I think you go Batista. Okay. Although he did miss the penalty, Silva does need to play. Silva does need to recover a little bit. Why is Crew always force an inside forward to hold the width? Because it has worked. Anyways, let's get to our first game. Did stream cut out? No, we're still live, right? Yeah, we're still live. Okay. Let's get going. First game of the stream. All right, Crew, may I introduce you to the wide forward? Will the wide forward work in the third tier? Insane role. So, Crew, as the aspiring film guy you want to be, have you watched Obsession? No. When it was like out in the theater and I was gonna go watch a film with my friend, I threw Obsession in there, but he didn't really want to watch that type of horror film, so we watched Exit 8 instead. And Exit 8 was a pretty good movie, to be fair. So no complaints from me. And also, it was during the World Cup. I didn't really go watch any movies during the World Cup either. Well, not really any time to do that. Watch that film, maybe when it gets on streaming. I'm watching The Odyssey on Tuesday, so we'll go watch that. I hear that's pretty good. I also did watch a movie on Friday, to be fair. Ooh, Vega cross into Picas? No. Let's go again. Oh, wait. Is this gonna be a highlight? We've only just started the game. Vega. Oh, Thiago Vega. Let's go. What a start. But I did watch a movie on Friday. I did tell you guys I was going to watch the end of Evangelion, which is remaking the ending of the original anime TV series from 97. And I'll be honest, man, I've only seen like, 15 films this year? If I go to my spreadsheet, because I'm that guy. I've seen how many films this year? 20 films. No, less than 20. Yeah, 18 films. That might be my favorite film of the year. Which is kind of crazy to say. Evangelion? Close, Diogo. Close. Odyssey's good, but it's better if you've already read the book. See, I wanted to try and read the book or listen to the audiobook months ago, but I never did. I mean, I got like through the part where parts where Odysseus gets found by some people, but not further than that, unfortunately. Crew's still scared after La La Land. Crew watches Evangelion and learns how to crank it like Shinji. Absolute wild. Absolutely wild. Well, I mean, wild comment from Hung, but I mean, you're not wrong. Well, you are wrong, but you're not wrong about what happened in the film. No, Picas is injured. Lower leg injury. That's not good. Not good at all. So we can bring in Carlos Daniel or Braga. Who looks like the better man for this role? Probably Carlos Daniel. Yeah, Carlos Daniel's the guy. That's a shame. I like Picas. Not wrong. Dick is out. No, I misspoke there. Damn it. Look, that was a crazy scene. Can't lie. But the film was fantastic, I'll be honest. Like, like follows in themes of, it's not going to be human, it's not going to be some natural being or disaster that destroys us. Humans are likely going to destroy other humans. Also has interesting themes about motherhood and depression. I feel like that film would have hit me even more if I was like if I had a, you know, severe depression, or just, not the worse, been through worse. If I've been through worse periods in my life, then that film would have hit even more. But it still hit. If Crew was a mother. We have way too many words for penis. I thought pau was penis in Portuguese. All right. We're starting the second half here. 1-0 up. Let's see how we go. Counterattack opportunity. No, we lose the ball. Our opponents. That is actually pathetic. Is that onside? Oh my gosh, that was actually pathetic defending. Wow. I mean, Reina losing the ball, that's stupid by him. And then the most simple long balls just catches both my center backs off guard. And my goalkeeper doesn't do much either. As pointed out by former Brazilian friends, saying Pau Torres translates to Dick Towers. Read the brothers Karamazov? Crew's a mother to us all. What's Karamazov? Okay, so not a good start to the second half, I won't lie. But hopefully it'll be fine. What's good, Raphael? Let me fire up the boys. That is concerning. Concerning to say the least. Also, sorry if you've typed in YouTube chat. Yes. Sorry if I missed your message. It's very easy for me to miss the YouTube chat messages because they sometimes disappear. But this is the Portuguese league, Stefan. We're getting dominated right now. 3 chances for our opponents. We only have 2 shots all game. We are actually getting out-dominated like crazy. So maybe... Okay, so this team we're facing has started the season pretty well. So let's go cautious here, maybe. Let's go cautious. And I can't bring anyone on for Obama. Yeah. Go cautious. I didn't realize we were getting dominated this badly. We are crumbling like Tuchel versus Argentina. We're not gay enough to use the word mother like that. No dicks, we are shit at football. It'd be cultural appropriation. We're not creating enough chances, so we got to defend even more. Are you Scaloni? Well, you see, I went on cautious, and we got 2 more shots, man. So, sure, we'll add low crosses. Theo Fonseca's not having a good game, so let's bring on Ka. And Sequeira's not doing the job, so we'll bring on Pais. Wing back there, change Amorim to a midfield playmaker. And let's bring on Carvalho is the good playmaker, right? Yeah. So we'll do that. Change the personnel a little bit. And we'll go back on balanced. Now that the threat that our opponents had has decreased, we'll go encourage for the last 10. I wish I had a sub for Obama, though. But we'll probably be able to put him on the bench next time. Let's encourage. Oh, highlight. What's going to happen here? Counterattack for our opponents. Nuninho, Diarra. This ain't great. Oh, wait, we clear it? Can we counter? Carlos Daniel. What can you do, man? Oh, he doesn't lose it. He gets by 2 guys, basically. Carlos Daniel. Carlos Daniel. Carlos Daniel. Oh, what the heck was that, man? You did so well until the finish. Incredible. Come on, Kabi. Kamehameha. One more sub, maybe? Do we have anyone for Reina? Braga? Sure, we'll put Braga on for the last 10 minutes. Man, Okay, the substitution isn't made, but we have possession. Otavio's going to boot it up, which probably isn't ideal, as we give the ball to them, and it's them in control. We lose the header. Nuninho on the right. Cross in. Clear away. But it's Silva on it first. That guy's so offside. Okay. Okay, what the hell was the point of that highlight? Anywhere but the keeper. Exactly, Chulunger. Carlos Daniel could have shot it anywhere. Carlos Daniel fumbled his own Ankara run. Enzo let his country down. Ole, ole. Diogo took you over a week to realize. Carlos Messi. Okay, so for how the beginning of that second half went, I'm not too displeased at the result. I mean, it gets us a point away from home. Trofense are above us in the table, so they're not a weak team. So, could have been worse. Unfortunately, a lot of our players did underperform. I will say you were unlucky, even though you were very lucky. FM24, FM26, all the same. How are players in FM so bad at winning second balls? Good question. Hey, thank you for the follow, Lucas Soccer Guy. Thank you for everyone tuning into this stream. Hope you guys are having a good start to your weeks. It's a good start to your week. And, yeah, hopefully we can get some good vibes here with Fafe. Temporarily in 4th place right now. How will it go in the next game? Who do we play? Vianense, who are in 3rd. So another team that is slightly above us. But we will be at home this time. Injury worry for Picas, though, as Picas is out for 6 to 7 weeks. Yikes. Not good. Not good at all. Thank you for the follow, Bree2 Love. Thank you, thank you. 6, 7. Come on, Raphael. Bree. Oh, man. We only offer slander to you or fellow chatters. You're asking a crew chat for good vibes? Well, no. Just the people who are chilling, you know? To be fair, yeah, you're right, username. I mean, that is a good point. But, you know, the chatters are meant to learn that. Speaking of, where's Nkunku? Who knows? Maybe he is either having the time of his life or in an utter depression after hearing about Welbeck and Henderson rumors. And by Nkunku chat, we're referring to a chatter named Nkunku, whose username is fraudulent Nkunku. Sometimes his username is fraudulent Mudrik, though, so it depends on the day of the week. Speaking of Nkunku, though, like, where's Nkunku at? Like, the player? Welbeck can't be worse than Nkunku. Is Nkunku still at Chelsea, or did he move? I can't remember. That guy's fall off has just been incredible. I remember watching him at the when he played for PSG, like breaking through from the academy and getting first team minutes. Like, I was like, this guy is really good. Shame he plays for PSG because he's not going to get enough minutes. AC Milan, okay. Doing jack all. So is he still at Milan? Like, did they permanently sign him or was that a loan? Hey, what's good, Mofasa? Hey, crew, please have a look in media greatest run of all time. Look in media greatest of all time. Oh, in the Discord? Damn, it's getting hard where I'm at right now. Media. Yep, they signed him. Okay. Let's see. Mufasa. I kind of don't want to show it because of your profile picture, I'll be honest, so I will describe it. Ajax. Oh, you made the Champions League final and you lost to Ajax? Or was this Champions League 5-4 lost to Ajax? Oh, then you win the second leg 2-1. Okay. And you won a penalty shootout over Ajax. Very good. Then you face Chelsea. You win 4-3 on aggregate. Damn. Then you face Roma in the Champions League. You're down 2-0 on aggregate. And you defeat them 6-1 at home. Holy. And then what happened? You face Dortmund next. You lose 3-2 away from home. But you win the aggregate 5-4. Okay. What's next? Then you face Barcelona in what I presume is the Champions League final, and you won it. 1-0. Goal by some guy named Balchi or whatever. I can't read. It's too far. He's your 5-star player. Damn. Congratulations, Mufasa. I mean, you've done something better than anything I've ever done, winning a Champions League with a Turkish club. I can change if you want. Yeah, I mean, I think it'd be ideal to change it. Also, I feel like that doesn't match your MO for Daniel Fark anymore. I feel like you don't feel that way about him as badly anymore. Yeah, they signed him. Okay, so Nkunku was signed for AC Milan. Damn. And okay, bro. My Serie A knowledge has just. I didn't watch Serie A for basically a whole season. So, I know there's just so many manager changes in Serie A. So, my brain trying to process who's where in Serie A is just so off right now. Like, who's AC Milan's manager right now? What? So I know Inter still have Chivu, Juve still have Spalletti, Napoli have Allegri, Lazio have Gattuso for some reason. You can tell my brain's fried right now. We're literally doing a save called Chasing Amorim. I should know where Ruben Amorim is right now. That league is a league that can force a Cruz into an Ugarte. Don't watch Serie A, crew? I mean, it comes with my Premier League subscription. Damn, Amorim choking hard in the Champions League, though. Man made a Serie A carousel save just a month ago. To be fair, Amorim was not the manager of Milan at that point. But to be fair, again, I should know that he's manager of AC Milan when I'm doing a Chasing Amorim save. Prediction is up, by the way. Okay, sweet. Prediction. We're facing Vianense, who are above us in the table, just by a single point. So, it is at home. Will we be able to go past them in the table? Will we remain behind them? Let's find out in a couple days. Crew, stop cranking it too much. It creates brain fog. Oh, man. Crew about to chase Amorim to Germany. Amorim will be in Spain. Milan has spent like 50 million on effing Gonzalo Ramos for some reason. Yes, I do remember that. Kind of odd. Wait, Felix beats Bruno Fernandes to Portugal? What is going on with this save? They dropped Bruno? What does Bruno have against... What does Conte have against Bruno Fernandes? Felix beats Fernandes to Portugal call. What is this? Bruno 5 goals in the Premier League in 6 games versus Joao Felix, who is in Saudi Arabia with 1 assist. Sure, Antonio. No Bruno Fernandes? Conte? Blasphemous. The thing about the run is my players were so average. Like, I checked after the save and I had 2 players over 150 current ability. Damn. I mean, sometimes miracles can happen. So, did you win the league as well, or have you still not won the league title? What skin is this? Do I have a skin for this? I don't think I have a skin for this. I think this is the default skin for FM24. Yeah, I think it's the base game. Or FM26, I should say, not FM24. Antonio apparently cannot pronounce his name because there's no footballing reason to leave out Bruno. Why is Conte doing side quests? Because I guess my save didn't take into account that I wanted Jorge Jesus to be Portugal manager after the World Cup. Also, this happened. Oh yeah, Trafford to Leeds. Yeah, City's signing James Trafford on a buyback clause from Burnley, barely using him, and then selling him to Leeds for 40 mil. So, fair enough. Manchester City, but it should be a good signing for Leeds. Could we use the in-game editor to swap Bruno and Shobo's stats? No. Another Cruz scandal. FM's just showing who the better midfielder is. Sounds good, Diogo. How is Jorge Jesus looking? Jorge Jesus. Still not at a club yet. Leeds need a good goalkeeper so badly? Yeah, so Trafford, I think that's fine enough for them. Actually, pretty good for them. City saw themselves signing Grealish 2 seconds before Messi was available and swore not to make that mistake again. What do you guys think about the Yan Diomande, not fiasco, but basically Real Madrid has agreed terms with Diomande and it seems like they might have an offer accepted for him as well. And then PSG making statements about it. I just find that whole situation really funny. Okay, Silva can go back in. Yeah, I just find that situation really funny, honestly. Like, look, Liverpool, we tried to get in for him, and then the guy's like, at first he was like, his father was like, I'm a Liverpool fan. Then his father saw PSG interested. His father was like, I'm a PSG fan. And so, we offered Leipzig a lot of money. I think they rejected, and Diomande didn't seem to be that interested in joining us, unfortunately. So we just ruled ourselves out. And then I thought he was going to go to PSG from all it seems, Man wanted to go to France, it seemed. But no, Real Madrid came calling. All the everything about Olise this, Olise that. But no, they were going for Yan Diomande. They've decided to spend the money on the 19-year-old. So it's kind of crazy. The guy went from playing American high school soccer to being at Real Madrid in 2.5 years, 3 years. He's Morata of new generation. He should go to Bayern. Jan versus Yamal will be legendary. Real ignoring midfielders is not great for Barca haters, though. Didn't know Jan's father was Alvaro Morata. His father is a fan of most money. That is probably the right answer. Liverpool to Real, what an upgrade. I hope he goes to PSG so Fabrizio gets here we go as a fraud. He is already getting frauded a little bit, to be fair. Jan should thank Leipzig a lot. They turned him into a superstar. Yeah, you're not wrong. Thing is, I don't think he's a superstar, but for that price tag, yeah, I guess yes, be considered a superstar headline wise. I think all footballers are a fan of the most money. Yeah, probably. I mean, realistically, I think the average footballer doesn't come from a rich background. So, at least the elite average footballer doesn't come from the richest background. Oh, here we go, Reina. Oh. So, it is understandable why they would want to, maximize their earnings, try to get as much money as possible because try to get as much money as possible because, you know, career is short and they could easily just fall into where they were before. But at the end of the day, Liverpool, Real Madrid, PSG, you're going to make a crap ton of money from one of those teams. Ronaldo? Mr. Beast's theme park? What? Not gonna lie, he's overrated. I mean, for sure. For sure, he's overrated in the sense that, is he a 120 million euro winger? No. He literally has had one good season, but the market right now with potential players seem to be matching what they should be valued in 5 years. But that doesn't mean he's not a good player and can't match that price tag in the future. I just hope for him it isn't too tough early on. Because it is a big transition. Damn, we are getting cooked a little here. How much is Ekatike? Was he like 65 million pounds or 85? Maybe he was 85 million pounds. I don't know. Something like that. He was also one season at Frankfurt, to be fair. I miss the days when players used to wish death upon themselves rather than playing for rival teams. Different generations. Yeah, it's different generations, different eras. World has changed. Can easily talk to each other now. Okay, good block. Holy. You're sort of getting cooked at the moment. Jordan Henderson might go for 20 million in this market. When he joined Liverpool, 65 million pounds for one good season. That's why you have 125 million pound deals. It also shows that the striker and winger market isn't ideal. The economy has changed, yeah. Not gonna lie, Jordan Henderson is probably one of the best transfers Alonso did. The locker room needs a leader. I mean, yeah, to be fair, that is a good point. Like that locker room definitely needs some leaders. That's why they were like looking for, gosh, Otavio, man, what was that? All right, not great. Not great. Why are you going out of your net for that? Okay. But yeah. Like, if you look at Leverkusen when Xabi Alonso got there, his first full season, they signed Xhaka. Obviously good locker room guy. Great captain for Leverkusen. And proved to be a great player for them as he helped them win the league title. Average crew ball display. They were looking for God in a way, yes. I'm thinking about this, but any 100 plus million signings ever paid back from their next transfer? Well, the thing is, how many 100 million players have been sold again? Coutinho, not good. Dembele left Barca on a free. Neymar, pretty sure he got sold to Saudi Arabia and then got an ACL injury. Xabi loves old men, that's for sure. Chelsea might finally beat Liverpool with the Kryptonite Wele and Agent Jordan. Okay, so second half. This isn't going great. We're not getting too many chances. All the highlights came from our opponents. What do I need to change to make this result go our way? It's another corner kick for them. Maybe one thing is prevent them from getting corner kicks. Okay, can we have someone close him down? Okay, again. They're just getting so many corner kicks. I don't understand, man. 1.32 XG. They've been getting shots. We're not keeping possession. Again, it might be... I don't want to go cautious, though, while we're down a goal. Just pass into space, maybe. And maybe trigger the press a bit more. Maybe that's something we need to do. Dembele was sold for like 8,200 million. My memory is too cloudy. You sold to Barcelona for like over 100 million, I believe, euro-wise. And then he left as a free agent to PSG, if I'm not mistaken. Dembele didn't leave on a free? Was it a release clause then? I thought it was a free. Okay, piss off. Ooh. Oh, it was a transfer, 50 million. So, was it a release clause? Oh, come on, we concede. I thought he... Okay, I got that completely wrong. Crew ball will be so powerful and... Oh my gosh, Hung. You guys heard of the biggest transfer saga of this window? What is that, Nekes? Kind of crazy to think that those transfer fees are actually money that could be circulating in the economy, but instead is spent on some guy can play for another guy's team for a little while. That's what that's what happens when there's money involved. Xavi just lost faith in that guy. Barca just didn't want him to be sold. Didn't want to sell him so cheap. Oh, okay, so his contract was running out. Because I remember my Barca friend was calling him a snake. Okay, this ain't working though. So let's again. I can't change formations, but let's go. Just more direct. Why am I playing a high defensive line? Was I doing what? Was I doing that before? Whatever. And let's make some subs. Fonseca bad. Carlos Daniel not that great, but I don't really have an option I'd like to switch with. Vega. Do I go? No, Obama's been worse. Put on Dija for Obama. And BI has been pretty bad, so we'll put Cardoso on. We're playing the football of Indonesia. Whatever, man. The I'm Dutch team of Southeast Asia. Barca fans, when the player for they spent the better half a decade insulting a player doesn't want to renew his contract. Dembele was also forcing the move. He just didn't like Barca. Like how he forced to move from Dortmund to Barca. Vega, come on. There we go. We got one back. There we go. Okay. That's a positive. I don't know. I mean, I always thought that Dembele leaving Barcelona in that season wasn't the best move, and how he handled it was pretty terrible as well back then. I'm not saying Dembele chose to be shit right until he moved away from Barca, but it's a suspicious timing. You know Dembele mad when he skips training. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, cross in. Oh, come on. Can we tie this game? Silva. Cross in to the other side. Switch of the play to Amorim. Oh, come on. Crew, did you read what I said about the biggest transfer saga? Just 1 second. We are... Okay, what is going on here? They were in our box. I thought the highlight ended after the block shot, but it clearly didn't. Still forcing something. I hope this is just a pointless highlight. It's not. Wow, we go from getting our shot blocked in the box after creating a good chance to conceding a third. Incredible. Sasha Illich to Ipswich Town. I did read that for like 2 seconds, but I didn't really care that much about that. Bro, what are you doing, Dija? Is that UEFA does not allow him to score more goals against Barca? Xavi was a hard ass as well, but like not a full-blown lunatic like Luis Enrique. Okay, we win the ball from a throw-in. And the cross doesn't quite reach Carlos Daniel. Look, if we score here, we have a chance. And we're offside. Maybe, but I don't know how Inter's backup wing back affects Dembele. Indonesian football it is, whatever. Okay, I don't have a sub for you. Carlos Daniel, I have Braga for you. That's about it, unless I put Reina there. I'll put Braga Cam, I guess. And let's just put on Pice, wingback, midfield playmaker. Confirm. Barcelona did treat Dembele pretty poorly for the majority of the time he was there, to be fair. Dembele also didn't have the best professionalism, though. Like, ever since he got there. Only Ipswich transfer news I want to read it have to come from the Reddit Great Uzbekistan. Alright, we lose. I mean, yeah, our defense, okay, so what went wrong here? I can't look at the goals. Brilliant. So, I mean, the first goal just came from Otavio being stupid and just coming out for the ball when he didn't need to. But if we look at the match momentum, we didn't really have control of the game. So we weren't good enough for that. So I think we need to make some role changes. Again, I'm not switching the tactic. I'm not switching the formation. I think Sequeira is just not doing a good job as a playmaking wingback. So we might as well just do that. And we'll take a suggestion from sure, we'll take a suggestion from chat. Use wide forward. And we'll do that. And we'll see if that increases it. This left side probably needs to be adjusted. Sequeira hasn't had a good game despite being rated as our best player. Well, he hasn't had a good game in a few matches. And the good game was literally in the cup against a team in the lower division. So let's make some adjustments there. I really do not get the reasoning behind signing Welbeck for Chelsea. I mean, veteran player, and he can't be worse than Liam Delap. You play Catenaccio and teams can't press well. Well, it says Catenaccio in style, but we've changed the instructions. So I'm just going to increase the press as well. And look, if we're doing it like this, let's try to work the ball into the box. Let's just try that. Dusan Vlahovic is there on a free. Dusan Vlahovic has not really been a great striker for a handful of years, if we're honest. Dusan has been ruined by Allegri. Red Star Belgrade wanted to sign James Rodriguez again. We wanted to do it when he was at Olympiacos, which was 4 years ago. Dusan is washed. Alright, so table-wise, yeah, not great that we lost that game. I guess our win against Pacos Ferreira isn't that brilliant. They're barely above us as well. Interesting. Okay, well, let's move on to the next game. Everton want to sign nobody, which is disappointing. History of Everton. Mark my words, he will come back. How old is he? Is he like in his 30s now? He's only 26. I mean, fair enough. Where is he gonna go though? He's only I didn't think he was still that young. Wow. Everton are getting paid for NDI. No, they will need a replacement because NDI is going to Saudi. Really? That's a shame. He was pretty good for Everton. From the limited games I've seen of Everton, because I mostly just watch Liverpool in the Premier League. But you always notice a few players in the derby. He'll go to Saudi. I mean, might suit his career. Who knows? Al Hilal going to give him crazy money and also pay crazy money for him. Was it Al Hilal that wanted to pay hundreds of millions for Luis Diaz, or is that a different Saudi club? Anyways, who's this next opponent? S. João Ver. Does anyone know what this club represents? They're lower than us in the table by 2 points, so hopefully this is a game we can win. Al Hilal, yeah, okay. Somerville went to Saudi. I'm really sad about that. Yeah, I mean, if I was Dutch as well, I'd be sad about that too. You know, he had a pretty decent World Cup. Seemed like West Ham were going to sell him. He could maybe take the next step in his career. And instead, he goes to Saudi Arabia. Which, excuse me, which you don't need me to say that that's a backwards move. Why is my... Oh. I'm going over transfer news and I see Zion Suzuki to PSG. Yeah, he shouldn't do that. Unless if he wants to be a backup. Celtic needs signings. We drew Bolton Wanderers. Again, it's just preseason. I wouldn't worry too much about it. Like, I'm not going insane that we defeated Sunderland 4-2. Both of us had quite a few academy players in the squad. So I don't think you need to worry too much yet. But yeah, I understand wanting more signings. PSG just signed Kopelman. From Parma to PSG, yeah, that'd be quite a jump. It's like if an American Samoan went from Wolfsburg to Juve, then to PSG. I'm sure that would never happen. Hello, why are we chasing Amorim? Why is he running away from us? So if you remember from my YouTube channel, Darkness Eyes, I don't know if I did a save with FC Eindhoven, which the tagline of that save was chasing Ten Hag, where I followed Ten Hag to whatever country he went to. This is kind of different. I'm more so chasing Amorim's career. So from his start of his management career in the 3rd division to reaching a club like Manchester United within 6 years. That's basically what this save is. Is Deulofeu still kicking about? Surely he's retired by now. Enrique doesn't like Chevalier. Oh, Enrique. And Safonov ain't that... Yeah, Safonov... Safonov, he's alright. Because we're role playing as a back 4. Amorim teaches Crew fraudball and Crew is chasing Amorim to pay respect. I did not expect someone to have an answer on the spot, but thanks, Oronius. Oh, Deulofeu is recovering from a back injury. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah. So we started with a club named Fafe in the 3rd tier. If we lost the first 3 games of the season, we would have had to resign. But fortunately, we won the 3rd game after a tactic change. But, yeah, and we ended up winning 3 in a row. But it's been kind of a struggle since then. A draw and a loss. So we're hoping to bounce back from that. But with that loss, I'm going to drop Obama. He's been very bad for us. Even though Dija was at fault for one of the goals, we'll give him the next game. And we'll keep their lineup the same for the most part. But we've made 3 role changes. We've changed from a playmaking fullback or wingback to a fullback, wide center midfielder to advanced playmaker, and a inside forward to a wide forward. Hopefully we can fix that left side, even though I don't think it was too problematic, but it's what it is. Crew drops the president. It has to be done. Just like the Basque national football team. All right, let's see how this goes. I want an improvement from last game, guys. That's all I'm asking for. So, Es João Ver. So, Joao S Joao version? Where is T Joao Ver? U Joao Ver? Where are they? All right. Good stuff. That we'll stream for. Looks like we'll stream for another hour or so. So please get a win, lads. We need it. We need it. São João de Ver, lad. They're in Aveiro. Ah, okay, that makes more sense. I can't believe this. Crew in the Portuguese League? Am I dreaming? I'll be here for at least a handful of seasons, King True. What's good, man? Our goal is to leave Fafe after this season for a better club, but we'll see if we can do that. Or if we get promoted, who knows? I mean, ideally, we want to get promoted. But it's been a bit of a mixed start, let's be real. Besiktas was close to signing Salah, apparently, but I read somewhere something with agents, causing some problems. Vega, let's go. Vega from deep, cross in to Reina. Amorim! Amorim. Joao Amorim. We take the lead finally after 3 games in a row not really going our way. His hairline isn't that bad. Salah? Oh, he did. I'm pretty sure he did get a hair transplant, to be fair. See, this is true football heritage. Chasing Amorim with an Amorim in our lineup. Although he is getting old. 34. We may need to look for a replacement. Is Amorim a popular Portuguese name? The next 3 years tops, you need to be at Vitória Guimarães. Well, they have a B team. Might be the quickest way is joining their B team and then hoping their A team manager gets sacked and we fill in. Oh, wow. Have you guys ever done a B team save where you ended up getting the A team squad or becoming the A team manager? Tell DJ to Mark Zaquinha? Sure, do that. I think every Portuguese name is a popular name. To be fair, to a B team and hoping the A team manager got sacked was the way Amorim got to Braga. Yeah. He definitely got like right place, right time type of thing. Oh, good save. We're losing the ball a little too easily though, so let's maybe lower the tempo. Or maybe not lower the tempo, but maybe not counterattack. Just hold shape. I'm currently looking at Chelsea transfer market to see what young player will they kill, give on cheap or free to Everton. You could probably find a few candidates. But it's more so Omega apparently is on the market. Chelsea wanted to sell him apparently. Oh, crossbar ourselves. I remember there was controversy with Omega earlier in the season. Man literally was saying to Strasbourg supporters he's leaving to Chelsea at the end of the season. And then he told them to stop booing because he's scoring goals for them. Or something like that. I'm currently looking at... Oh, wait, I read that. Okay, we're getting a lot of shots. So I guess the adjustments we've made are solid so far. But it's not like Joao Vera have been terrible. They had chances. So hopefully we can get a second and just win this game. Simple as that. Mimito. Okay. But the theory of every Portuguese name is a popular name. Now that I think about it, username, that probably is true. Oh, nice. Carlos Daniel doesn't score that one super goal he could have had. A simple header and he gets the job. Wide forward? It worked. Tariq George and Dewsbury Hall are good. Wasn't Dewsbury Hall at Everton? Wide forward works, yeah. Carlos Daniel, golazo. Two of the position changes have gotten goals. And Sakara is on a 7.3, so I am a genius. Oh, 2/3 genius. Someone did say wide forward earlier, or a few people did say wide forward instead of inside forward. So I am 2/3 of a genius. Crew, you should try the playmaking winger ahead of the wingback. I'm okay. I may need to make. I don't think a playmaking winger would work for this guy though. He's not the best passer ever. Let's make some subs. Carvalho in for Amorim because he's on a yellow. Excuse me. Vega off for Obama. Fonseca off for Ka. I feel like I should just start Ka. And no one else is really playing that badly, so that's good. Thank you for the blesses. But what's the logic for the playmaking winger? Is it because he can hold the ball up? Like, what does it do? It will act as the team's primary source of creativity, starting from a wide position during the team's build-up phase before later dribbling inside to find. Could they just not make this just a little bit bigger so that it doesn't have to scroll? So it doesn't scroll automatically to find space from which to play killer balls. See, probably a smart idea with a wing back and not having anyone enter this area of space with a DM, but I don't think I have the right guy for that. So winger it will be for now. I understand the reasoning, the logic. I just don't have the facilities for that. I basically only have fast players on the right side. All right, but we're back on track though. 2-0 win. Can't get ahead of ourselves, but the adjustments we made seem to have worked out. And it was against it was against a team that was 2 points behind us, so we'll see how it does against a more challenging team, but it's a win. A win is a win. And let's just congratulate the team on a good performance. Basically, playmaking winger and wingback equals Hazard and Marcos Alonso. Okay. In that one Antonio Conte season? Or just in general. I guess they did play for each other for a handful of years before Marcos Alonso left. See, that's another name I've not heard in a long time. Marcos Alonso. I mean, it's kind of crazy that Marcos Alonso was just a guy that literally killed someone. I mean, car crash, but it's kind of crazy. Oh, what the heck? Is there no games for a few weeks? No games for 15 days. That's tough. Just as we get a win, the momentum is halted. All right. Anyways. Right now, for the YouTube channel though, well, I guess channels, because I did upload. I am streaming on on the Crew Live channel, but also I'm working on a video on the main channel. Got the audio for that all edited down, so hopefully I can get that done this week. I'll probably spend all of Tuesday and Thursday on it, and hopefully that'll be enough to get the video done. And then today I'm going to be working on a clip for the channel, for the Crew Live channel. We'll be releasing a video where we talked about, well, basically where I predicted the next 15 World Cup winners. That will be 100% accurate. So hopefully I can get that done today and release it tomorrow. Time to span friendlies? Good point. Friendlies. Let me arrange a friendly. Versus who? Let's host Boa Vista. Let's host Boa Vista on what day? Okay, it's the 12th. We just played on the 12th. Let's just have a game on Sunday. A week before Leitza. Did we get some? Argentina? I did give you guys I did give you guys a World Cup. I basically said there's probably going to be another Argentinian GOAT that pops up in a couple decades. And that will be when Argentina win another World Cup. But like, predicting the World Cup is pretty difficult, obviously, because not many teams have won the World Cup in the first place. But also, it is very competitive within those teams. Giving World Cups to Argentina? Be ashamed. First, only one? Second, Anulo Mufa. Yeah, look, I think gone are the it's the most I gave to a country was 3, and then I gave 2 countries 2 World Cups, and then everyone else got 1 to the ones I gave. At least 7. How many World Cups between Serbia and Macedonia? At least 7. Oh man. Third, if the estimations run right, the next GOAT should be 3 years old now. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows where at in Argentina that is? Because were both Messi and Maradona born in different parts of the country? I would imagine so. Crew speculating about potential of a 3-year-old. I'm basically like making predictions about players who don't exist right now. Because 15 World Cups, that's, that's like in the 70s? Let me think. 60, if I add 60, I'll be 89. So yeah, then that'd be 86. How many did you give to Canada? None. The only one I gave to North America was maybe Mexico. And that one I don't feel that confident about in hindsight. And that one was like split with Japan. It was either Mexico or Japan. Yeah, Maradona in Villa Fiorito, Buenos Aires. Messi in Rosario, Santa Fe. So the next one should be growing up in Cordoba now. I don't know. It's always crazy, like just how geniuses like that of something just barely appear. But I guess that's why they're called geniuses. Like, who would be the modern day Einstein? Mexico or Japan to win the World Cup? Huh? Did you consider Alexi Lalas taking the manager job and winning it, or for USA, or maybe Honduras? I'm the modern day Einstein. All right, Diogo. Oh, come on. Our best player injured. Nuno Sequeira out for 2 weeks. Hey, you only... Oh, damn. He's going to miss a few games. To be slightly fair, Diogo, telling someone in the 80s Spain would win 2 World Cups would get you some weird looks. Exactly. There's so many things that can change. Thank you for the follow, James. But there's so many things that can change in 50 years. Like, Portugal, for example, are developing a lot of great players through their big academies. But say that, like, after Eusebio retired, it wasn't really like that for a while, right? Like, in the 80s in Portugal, I'd imagine it wasn't expected that Portugal would be a dominant, or at least considered one of the best national teams in the world. So, obviously, like with Japan, they've really emerged quite quickly from the 90s as a pretty good footballing country. The next Argentinian great should be born on Falkland Islands, or we give them to Ireland. Oh, man. It's funny, like, the Falkland Islands, like, I barely know anything about that situation, but every time Argentina and England play each other, it's always brought up. It's like, what, the 100-Year War? What was it? Was that between, yeah, it was between England and France. It's like if the 100-Year War was brought up every time England and France played each other. Or that if the American Revolution was brought up every time the States played England. Japan might do it. Fair enough. To be completely fair as well, Argentina has never employed a singular good player, and they've won some World Cups, so kudos to them. Japan might do it, but this was in the 80s. I guess it was closer in time. Yeah, that's fair. That is a good point. It's not that far distant in the past. The revolution is brought up every time the US plays England. No, that's not true. It's always a soccer versus football debate that happens. Japan and Montenegro were in war for more than 100 years. Damn. Wars back in the day were long, man. They had a lot. People really had nothing to do back then. Oh, man. But, like, Japan, like, I still am not really sure that I do feel Japan will make a World Cup final in my lifetime. But winning it, they might fall short. Only one casualty, so both sides weren't that successful. That long of a war and that little casualties, that's pretty surprising, to be honest. Although, isn't Montenegro pretty damn far from Japan? Unless if you're talking about Mongolia, which is still, I guess, kind of close. Japan didn't call Morita to the World Cup, so F them. Was he not injured? I thought he was injured. And didn't you guys sell Morita? No, Montenegro and Charnagura. Oh, okay. Stefan Jovetic, okay. Just making sure. There's Montenegro to Japan map. Obviously, maps were a little different back then. Where countries were probably different, but it would take 185 hours by car to get to from Montenegro to Japan. So that's why I asked, because that seemed kind of crazy. He wasn't known. He didn't. His contract expired. He signed with Hull City in the Prem. All right, that's the club you won to. But yeah, it's still a contested topic. Veterans of said war are still alive and not even particularly old. And given the war is tied to the last military government, it is completely normal for the Malvinas to still be in the collective mind. Right, yeah. I always forget that lots of South American countries had like authoritarian leaders. Why can't I not speak? Why can't I speak? Authoritarian. Why can't I speak? Whatever. I don't care. Also, we count casualties as points. Montenegro won the war. Yeah, weird, right? Almost as if someone orchestrated them. Anyways. Enough of that. Let's get to our next game. We're facing Leitza? I don't know how you pronounce that, Portuguese folks, but I say it's Leitza. Just as a guess. Has a C with a special mark on it. Random Montenegrin soldier murked a samurai in a sword battle. Damn. Was it like the beginning of Sekiro? I think it's Sekiro where okay, Obama has to play Vega out, take a share here. Was like in the beginning of Sekiro where a samurai declared his honor of being a samurai and then just getting wrecked by the Mongolian because he doesn't care. Yeah, I gotta remove you from this position. Keep that going. I don't recall Wolf or Genichiro being Montenegrin. Fun fact, I watched live at the stadium Leitza versus Sporting Live around 4 years ago in the Cup. Sporting won 4-0. Fun fact. Now, can Fafe get a win against Leitza in the league? That's the more important question. Are you mixing up Sekiro and Ghost of Tsushima? I am 100% mixing them up. Yeah. 100% mixing that up. I've never played both games. I just watched a YouTube video where they talked about that intro. So yeah, my bad. Damn, no fans for Leitza. I mean, to be fair, we don't have that many fans in our stadium either, but I thought we would have. I think we have more. Well, I'm glad there was someone in chat to fix my error. Thank you, username. All right. How will this go? So, what do we have here? So, our starting left back was swapped out. Obama's in for right wing. Will we be able to? Oh wow, they're playing a 4-2-2 or 4-2-4. Interesting. Although I feel like we should be able to handle that. Is this a library? ¿Dónde está biblioteca? Oh man. You guys watch any shows recently? Speaking of bibliotecas, well, that moment from Community. You guys been watching any shows? Me llamo T-Bone La Araña Discoteca. We are meant for each other. Great show. Love that show. Cleared away. Can we counterattack? No, we have no one up front. Okay. No. Okay, brilliant work, guys. Brilliant work. Can I do opposition instructions? Show weak foot. Trigger press. Tight mark. Weak foot. Hell yeah, Community. I'm rewatching Community. Great show, man. I never watched the final seasons of Community. At least the ones that were like on Yahoo. I never finished those. But I think I own like season 5 on DVD or something like that, or season 4. Crew concedes 1 goal. Go ahead and kill their forwards. Yeah, you need to be ruthless in this business. Nice pass. Ooh, not a red card. Okay. Dija, who can you find, man? He finds by. Why are you shooting that? That shot looked destined for the net. That shot looked destined for nothing. Late season 6 is great now, really? Yeah, maybe I should go back and watch the latter season. Yeah. Thing is, I don't really watch that many TV shows outside of animation. My live action stuff is usually no. Oh my gosh. My live action stuff is usually for movies and such. I watched the first season. First season is goated. But I also heard that the dude acting as a racist grandpa wasn't acting all that much. Yeah. There's definitely some things. There's definitely some things in the show that probably don't age well. Oh my days, guys. We are getting murked by the right winger. Not gonna lie, 10 out of 10 method acting. Chevy Chase, yeah, not very liked in the community set or elsewhere. Okay, this guy is destroying me. Doesn't even have that good dribbling. I aspire to be like, oh my gosh. Oh, okay, come on, guys. Coutinho, bro. What is happening? Our fullbacks are just getting destroyed out here. I mean, I guess it's not surprising with who I have at right back, but yeah. Even though it says my left back has a 7.0 rating, despite their winger having him on toast. What does it feel like? Okay, surely nothing happens here. Good. All right, this should be the end of the half. Okay, yeah, not a good first half by us. We were getting quite dominated on the left. Right side for them, left side on our end. Lots of shots, lots of XG for them. I'm gonna go positive in the second half. I mean, Dija's having a terrible. Can I swap these two? Maybe Obama can do better at right back and Dija better at right wing. Maybe make him a wide midfielder. And then make Obama we can do instructions like no, not that one. Where was it? Supporting runs. Overlap, underlap on the okay. What's this? Overlap, underlap on the right, and overlap on the left. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's see if that can help. Hello, Faded Orochi. Hey crew, Discord or Twitch didn't notify me. What did I miss? So we basically drew our first game of the stream, lost the second 3-1. I made some adjustments to the left side of our tactic, mostly with the rolls, but I also tried to make us, keep possession a little bit better, press a bit more. And then we won the game. And now we're facing Leitza, which is our fourth game of the stream, and we're kind of getting wrecked by them. Can't lie. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, ho, hey, ho. Up the football teams we go. What's good? What's good? Well, what's good isn't my wide players right now. That's for sure. Or my striker. Why am I playing Fonseca still? I mean, let's just give them a few, but It's not great. Not really. We're keeping possession, but we're not doing anything with the ball. Let's try to play wider then. Because it says we have more possession, but all the possession we've seen on the highlights is from them. The Zed Domingos guy is wrecking me today. Like, do I just do something like this? Or something like that? Just having the left center mid help a bit more maybe would help. Okay, free kick, Amorim. Despite all I've said today, can he... Oh, he hits the bar. Probably wouldn't have been fair for us to score there, but we really needed that. Crew put LeBron to Philly in football terms for I must ask again. LeBron to Philadelphia is like... I don't know, it's like if... It's like instead of Ronaldo going to Manchester United or Messi going to PSG, like, no, it's more like Ronaldo. It's more like Ronaldo going from Juventus to, I don't know, like Borussia Dortmund, a team that always has a lot of promise but has not really done anything. But if they have the right pieces, they could be special, and they've had the right pieces. Okay, we're gonna put Reina out wide, Braga in the middle. Dija's just been shocking, man. I have no other option. Unless if I play Dija at right wing. Oh my gosh. Put Ka on. That's what we'll do. Somebody on Reels said that LeBron to Philly was similar to Messi going to Atletico Madrid. I can see that a little bit. But I don't think it's a perfect example. Man, it's probably better than the one I gave, though. Let's be real. I agree in the sense that Philly is washed. Alright, let me make some more adjustments. Instruction-wise, what's good? What's good? Also, how's the save going? The save's going fine. Could be better. Could be better. But it's not a disaster right now. Okay. Skip that. Amorim off for Carvalho. Let's put Cardoso on. Okay. Box to box midfielder. I wonder how that would work. Anyways, genuinely, I want to sub Dija off so bad. So bad. But I don't have the players to sub him off. Five subs in the Portuguese third division. What is this wokery? Okay. Wow, we've not done anything this game. Demand more. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I don't think there's really anything to do. Go very attacking. on hope or something, but we're not getting anything, man. Yeah, we lose 1-0 away from home to a team that only had 5 points prior to this game. Yeah, we just kept on getting wrecked by the Zed Domingos guy, who doesn't even have that good dribbling, but they defended well. We did not. Yeah, I'm not happy with the performance out there. To hell with Philly, New York, or nowhere. 5 subs and none of them are doing anything. Sacked in the morning. There's an entire 10 teams in the division. There are 5 subs. What are they cooking in Portugal? Well, the division split through 2 different sections. There's a North and South stage, and the top teams in those go to the next stage after 18 games. We're officially halfway through. Luckily, we're only 1 point behind 4th. I think we'll be able to figure it out, but it wouldn't surprise me if we win at home, draw or lose away from home, and have some occasional draws at home as well. That's just what it feels like. That's what it feels like is going to happen. Hello, Nibife. Okay, cool. Let me. All right, some of the. I mean, someone in the YouTube chat clearly does not read the pin message. Someone called me a effing Muppet in the YouTube chat. Oh my. Look, like I said many times, I literally have a pinned message on the YouTube chat saying I might miss chat messages. I have the YouTube chat beside the Twitch one, but my eyes focus on the Twitch one because more people type in there usually. Oh man. So, chatters over on YouTube are effing Muppets. Well, the ones that don't read are, I have literally the pinned message in the chat box. I don't think it's too much effort to read that, but I understand people being annoyed, not me not reading the chat message in the YouTube chat, but literally fraudster. It's an entire 10 teams in division. Oh wait, Muppet chatting. I think Muppet is such a weird swear. The Muppets in a box, in a box, in a box. Oh man. I understand well, I understand being annoyed. I mean, I think calling me an effing Muppet is a little far, but whatever. Whatever. They live their lives. Did you get the sack already? No. We're not doing amazingly, but we're not gonna get sacked. Oh, Letza, whatever. What were the preseason predictions anyways? Well, the weird thing is preseason predictions combines both groups. We were 6th. Now they dropped us down to 8th. Which, to be fair, 8th would have you be in the next stage. Because I think there's 8 teams in the next stage for promotion. Muppet in a box made me laugh in ways I never thought I could. So probably playoffs? Yeah. Although we're facing Varzim, who are higher than us in the table. Although we did lose to them in our second game away from home. But that was when we were using a different tactic. I hate when preseason predictions connect groups. Yeah, it's kind of like, what's the point? But maybe they don't have the abilities to change the preseason predictions from one stage to the next. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure. Serbian lower division database, and the prediction would connect 8 different leagues, which was over 100 teams. What? So what, did you have like the longest scroll bar in history? That's ridiculous. I'd love to see a video of that though. Just you scrolling down the entire predictions for the Serbian lower leagues. Oh my. I wonder if if it does that for National League, North South too then? I mean, I don't have that loaded so I can't check, but surely it doesn't. And maybe I don't know. I was gonna say something, but maybe not. Because in Serbian football, every league below the second is broken up into regions. Because of all places for them to make an exception, that would be the one the most people would notice, isn't? That's true. Most people would notice that. So maybe I don't know, but yeah, I don't have the league loaded, so I can't really answer that. But you know, maybe someone in chat has the the National North and South League loaded. Maybe maybe you can figure that out for us. Pika's still injured. Let me get rid of the players on loan. Let me get rid of the players on loan here. Pikas and Sekera still injured. Carvalho's back though. Although Carvalho's the backup cam. Dija's kind of bad. Vega's also injured though. Do I really not have anyone else that can play right wing? Why is it not showing my entire lineup here? That's what? Why is it not showing my lineup? Oh, because okay, I probably should have clicked hide players that are not at the club. Okay. That makes more sense. But can we use anyone else at right wing? Carlos Daniel. But if I use Carlos Daniel there, I guess I could use Braga left wing, who's not that great. But it might be worth using Carlos Daniel at right wing to fix some things. And Carlos Daniel can actually play. Well, he does actually have some passing. But yeah. Well, no, I don't want to try that now. I don't want to try that right now. The playmaking right winger, no. Just don't want to try that at the moment. Pius is getting... Bro, how are you not fully fit, man? What's your stamina at? And let's do... No, I don't want to do... Box-to-box midfielder seems fun, but I don't really need another number higher up the pitch to make us risk getting countered. Let's also hold shape. Let's go with that lineup. Am I saved? The National League and North-South are predicted separately. Okay, so I guess the difference is that in the Portuguese North-South here, they combine to 2 other groups later on. So maybe that's like makes it still makes it a challenge to make a season preview for that. So I guess that makes sense, since the North and South in England, they stay in that form for the entire season, and then there's the playoffs. But I guess in this league specifically, this league ends up changing later on. It transfers from North and South to a promoted relegated group. Absolute cinema. All he else sent 70 million offer for Luis Diaz. Hey, what's good, Hazard? What's good? Why don't we talk about the PT Cup? We just don't. We just don't. So third league is broken into cardinal directions, and then direction has its own sub-leagues. In Serbia, damn. Crew, how much do I have to pay for self-advertisement? Not really myself, but you get me. Huh? Usually self-advertising gets timed out or banned. Mostly because, you know, that's probably rule number one you don't do as a streamer or as a content creator. You don't go into someone else's chat or comment section and tell people there to go to your place. I can time out people? Yeah. And what about Bruno? Bruno what? We don't talk about Bruno. Unless, especially if you're Antonio Conte, who doesn't call him up to the Portuguese squad in this save. Please advertise yourself. I will advertise Sydney Sweeney FC. We can tolerate Bruno, but not the PT Cup. I mean, I asked you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Like, if you're in this chat a lot and you make your own content, then I don't mind you, like, talking about that at all. But, like, if you've never been in this stream and then you suddenly show up first time chatter and you're just advertising your own channel, then yeah, it's gonna, you know, throw me the wrong way. Or I'm gonna see that the wrong, not the best way. Is the season going well? Season's going kind of mixed. We got some wins, but we're also dropping some points, so it's not been perfect. I mean, our striker I mean, I'm probably going to need to change the striker role because my striker is not doing anything. I don't know why I've not started Kyle over Fonseca also. And we just conceded to Diogo Sequeira. Brilliant. Brilliant, lads. Yeah, guys, check out twitch.tv/redacted. Also, it's not content, it's Instagram of a football club. I mean, I'm more so talking about like self-advertising. If you're like, if you want to like share something in chat that you think is cool, then that's fine. We all love fourth tier Serbian football. Am I right, lads? Or am I right, lads? Crew won't allow other people to advertise themselves, yet he advertises the Crew Live channel. Hypocrite. Yeah, you should all watch this bum ass fraud and watch Base Tipple Gameplay 09 on Twitch. Sub to Sydney Sweeney FC. Guys, Diogo told me to do this. Fonseca, you suck, man. Why would you run forward when you have no one ahead of you? Just hold the ball up for a second. Oh my gosh, Sequeira. What's with right wingers destroying me today? Diogo Sequeira with a brace. My left back on acting like he's just, I mean, this guy's actually like pretty decent to be fair, but oh my gosh. 2 games in a row where the right winger is just making my defense look like crap. Sir, this is the Portuguese 3rd division. You can't expect much here. I have a similar formation. I have also the same role, and my poacher doesn't have decent dribbling and just puts instruction to not dribble much. Thing is, Fonseca doesn't have the worst dribbling in the world, I think. Damn, my left back's already that tired. That's probably why he's getting rinsed, but I don't have anyone else to play there at the moment. I mean, to be fair, I might be able to play one of my center backs there. Yeah, this is just going to be end of half highlight now. Yeah, okay. My guy has 10 dribbling. Diogo scored against you. That couldn't be me. Let's see. Can anyone play left back? Okay, Teixeira can play left back. Let's just put a defensive-minded player there. And then I'm just gonna, oh whoops. And then I'm just gonna put Carlos Daniel back at left wing, put Deja in. Um, let's try the box midfielder. Why not? And then yeah, Fonseca. Oh, okay, he actually has terrible dribbling. I didn't realize it was that low. So let's try dribble less. Let's take a tip from Hazard. Nekas, your message just got auto-modded. We'll allow it. After that conversation, we'll allow it. But yeah, in other cases, I've just execute. No, I want to execute the person, but you know what I mean. All right, 2 subs. Let's see if anything can be, if we can improve things. Automod stifling the fame. I expected Diogo to do that. Jarvis execute order 86. Thing is, we're not like getting outplayed this match. It's very even. It's just our left back couldn't handle their right winger. Dictator Cruz spoke for 3 seconds. Come on, we need penal? Yes, penalty. Let's go. We need something here, guys. We need something here to get back momentum. Amorim, our guy. Bro, that keeper reacted way too early. Amorim, that was probably the easiest penalty in Amorim's life. He just had to wait for the keeper to move. Keeper was already going to his right. Multiple steps before Amorim shot the ball. Kaká cut it back. Raya dive. What happened to Ka? I just keep forgetting to play him, to be honest. I think I'll put him on now, though. Ka, where's Ka? Where's Ka? Did he get it? Wait, was he? He might have been injured. Either he was injured or I accidentally took him off the bench. I don't remember now. Ka's your gem, trust me. Yeah, I trust him more than Teo Fonseca, that's for sure. Alright. Alright, here we go. Can we create an equalizer? Can we score an equalizer? Not create one. Well, I guess both work. But can we equalize? Deja, cross in. No! Back post miss. Alright, another highlight though. Alright. Can we win the ball back? Matos. Oh, no. That's too easy. Okay, good. All good. We will encourage the team now. Unless if they're... I feel like that should be the end of the highlight. Yeah, it is. Okay. Arena not doing the job too well. And then Amorim is tired. Let's move Reina to left wing. Carvalho on Cardoso center mid. Yeah, let's do that. And let's go. What other adjustments? Maybe we can start counterattacking up the tempo. Confirm those changes. Go attacking for the last 10. Antonio Silva is probably the merge of being transferred to Bournemouth. For me, if he develops into a great center back, I'm happy. Well, that's a positive mindset to have, man. I respect it. That formation looks cursed. It's just asymmetric, man. What can we do to win this game? Well, working the ball into the box ain't gonna work anymore. Let's just push everyone up. Cause we've not really created enough from open play today. Go much wider. Go wing back there. I have this Carvalho guy as a last sub. Let's do that. Put Carvalho in. Why is this not work? What? Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. It's like the best I can do, maybe. And maybe make Carvalho channel midfielder. Let's do that. Demand more. Very attacking. This wouldn't be a good this wouldn't be a good result. Home loss to Varzim. Not good. I mean, our XG is higher than theirs because of a penalty. But yeah, 2 bad moments. If you look at the match momentum, kind of against the run of play, like, it just came out of nowhere. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Someone DM Vlahovic to go to Everton. Like, at the same time, I have a little voice in my head telling me that he won't do good in the first few months, but a long term could be fantastic. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes for Antonio Silva. I think it's a bit of a tough one to predict. Fan day is success. Yeah. Such a success. Okay. All right. I think we'll probably end it there. Played 6 games today. 3 losses, 1 win, 1 draw. No, we played 5 games today. We can play one more. We'll play one more. One more game. One more game. We'll play against Paradis. Play one last game against Paradis, and we'll see how it goes. We'll get to the 3-hour mark. Bento questions Fonseca's recent form. Me too. Where's Ka? Why were you not on the bench, Ka? Let's try, yeah. Wait, what's Ka's dribbling at? 11 as well, so dribble less. And then, yeah, Carlos Daniel there. Man, Picas, are you going to be back? Yeah, Picas should be back, actually, so Carlos Daniel can go there. Picas to left wing. Is Sequeira going to be back? He should be. So put him there as well. Braga should go on the bench for Pereira. Cool. I'm a man of peace. All right. What do we need? Like, what went wrong last game? Look, okay. In my opinion, what went wrong last game was my left back wasn't good enough at defending one-on-ones. He got rinsed multiple times, and that led to 3 goals in 2 games. So hopefully with Sequeira back, we can avoid those problems, avoid those problems for the most part. We'll see. Like Vlahovic, he was peaceful during the World Cup. I'm not that far at all. Notable developments. Otavio. I mean, he's not doing terrible for us. 7 goals conceded, 3 clean sheets, 16 saves handled. 6.91 is not terrible for a keeper. He does look decent. Kai Rodriguez, 6.98. Okay, like let's look at who's been performing for us. We go stats, general play. What? That's not it. Stats. General info. There we go. No, wait, no, not general info. Selection info. So Reyna's been fine. He's actually been good. Picas was pretty good rating wise until his injury. Jorge Silva's been fine. Nusekera was good. Vega's fine, but he's injured. Kai Rodriguez is fine. Amorim's been fine as well. But yeah, like our DM's not been good. And the people who have been filling in for Vega and Picas have not really done the job either. And our striker's not been doing the job at all. So hopefully with, I mean, we're still going to have the problem at right mid at the moment without Vega. But hopefully with the left wing, the left back, left winger, and a different striker up top, we can get a victory against Paredes. Manager has not been good. Come on, I've improved. I was bad first 2 games. I adjusted the tactic. It worked. Then it didn't. Now we've lost 2 in a row. I don't know. I just feel like if the winger issue continues, I think the best way to solve that is just to have a wide center mid in DM. Because obviously it hasn't been working with the wide center mid at left center mid. But I know wide center mid at left defensive mid does actually help with the one-on-ones. So we'll see if that problem persists in this next game. Hey, what's good, Aatrox? Wow, save with Fafe is tough. Well, we don't plan to be here long term, but we're doing our best. Maybe have a better formation. Hey, I'm dedicated to the 4-back asymmetric formation. Play with a halfback trust. I think I didn't have a halfback there initially. Oh wait, no, halfback and they're saying halfback instead of DM. I did that in older tactics because it did like help prevent counterattacks. I don't think that's been the problem for us right now, so I don't think I'll change it for now. But that will be something I have to keep in mind, because I have used halfbacks in previous saves. Doesn't plan to be here long term because he's getting sacked in 2 business days. What was the result versus Vianense? I think it was a loss. Let's see. Yeah, we lost 3-1. All right, one more game. Let's do it. Paredes. Not Leonardo Paredes, but the football club Paredes, who defeated us in the beginning of the save. Now can we get revenge against them? Yeah, it was my first game as a manager, and I got embarrassed. I got humbled. It gave me it was the reason why I had to consider ditching Catenaccio and the 5-back. And, after the 2 games and making that switch, things have improved. We're not losing every game, but we are doing worse than what I imagined we would be. I thought we'd easily be top 4 at the moment. We're not. What's good, RSDD? Let's see. Let's see. What if I do this? Let me see. If I do it like this, will I be able to see the YouTube chat messages in the future? Maybe. Okay, sorry. Just got an idea in my head just to maybe be able to help me see the YouTube chat messages in the future, but we'll see. Anyways, I did already adjust the tactic, I did adjust the players. Let's put Deja in instead of Obama. Sakara's back. He can play full game, it seems. Picos can play. Ka in at striker. Let's see if this is an improved result. I need more homegrown players on the bench. So that means So that means Carvalho out. What? What? Homegrown, 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 homegrown. So either Deja doesn't start or either Deja or Carlos Daniel are kicked off the bench. Man, that sucks. I guess we'll start Obama. All right, let's do that. Moose and Guardiola as well. Go back and foot, and I have no idea why, but for now it's fun. I have a friend who loves playing Ultimate Team around this time of the year. Yeah, just likes to play the game, collect the cards and things like that. So I can definitely see why you're feeling that way, Aviatar. I've not played an FC game at all. Ever since it changed the name, I have never bought one. All right, let's do it though. Paredes versus Fafe. Last game of the stream. Can we win it? Maybe I start on cautious. Although keep with some of these instructions like hold shape and work ball into the box. Cautious is probably not the best way forward, so let's change that to counterattack and get pass into space on. And of course, Paredes have had more chances to start the game. We'll see if my decisions for the instructions will cost me here, though. No, we should. Oh, wait, what the hell? That's a great ball. Okay. Odd start, but still 0-0. Still one Croatian parent born and raised in Croatia, as far as I know, not a foreigner. I have no idea what the context there is. Did you see there is an independent group making FIFA 17 online? Yeah, there's a group that are trying to get the servers working and for not just FIFA 17, multiple other FIFAs as well, which is really cool. Nice. Oh, come on. Okay, good. And yeah, I'd be really interested to try that out. I mean, FIFA 17, I don't have as much love for as other people do. But like I love FIFA 12, 13, 14, not that much. But I love playing Ultimate Team back when it was like a more simpler game mode. Although there's like I remember seeing on Twitter, there's like one guy that said that like literally tweeted at like everyone involved at EA about this project and saying, please don't shut this down, or like EA, please do this. And we'll, I don't know. It was like, bro, why are you even tweeting, man? Picas? Picas is back. Let's go. Assist by Obama. Your 9, Soriso? Is he the guy from Family Cow? Soriso? That's the other team. And no, I don't think so. Doesn't look like he's at Family Cow. All right, good stuff. Good stuff. We have the lead. We have fullback actually performing well. Life is good. I feel like this is just going to be in. I can't adjust this highlight speed. Brilliant. I wanted just to advance the highlight speed just so it can skip to halftime. But, I guess I have to watch 10 seconds of nothing. But I'm happy with the performance. That's good. Let's keep it going, though. Let's keep it going. All right. So, pretty even game, though. They have more possession, which is obvious. But, look, we got the goal. That's all that matters right now. I don't care if we get outshot, outpossessed. What we need to do is win this game. All right, here we go. Picas out wide. Picas. Close, not too far off. But that's the Picas effect. Having an actual good player at left wing. To be fair, Carlos Daniel's not terrible, but it's no Picas. At least he doesn't perform like Picas, even though they look kind of similar. All right, free kick for us. Obama. See, Obama's one player I wish was like the best player ever. It'd just be funny if he got involved with every goal. You'd be like, assist from Obama. Obama has scored. But maybe I'm thinking a bit too much into that. Anyways, 20 to go. We've not made any subs. Paredes, though, on the ball. But we've defended well and we win it. We can counter. Peek. Oh! Ref, how is that not a foul? All right. Please defend this. Come on. Crew does not go for the most obvious joke about Obama getting a goal or an assist. Obama drops a bomb on the Libyan defenders. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's an annoying goal to concede. Let me make some let me encourage, and then let's make some subs. Who can we bring on? Ka's not really doing the job, so I'll bring on Fonseca. Reina's not doing too hot, so I'll bring on Braga. Carvalho on for Amorim. Wait, which? I always forget which Carvalho. They're both D Carvalho, to be fair. Okay, this one's for the Amorim, for Amorim. Is this Carvalho better than Braga? Maybe physically, but not in other categories. Sakara is tired. Let's bring on Teixeira. And don't have much else. So let's confirm those changes. Crew out? Come on. I'm just going to stick with what we got. I think we've done fine. A draw away from home isn't the worst thing in the world against this side. Yeah, I would have liked to win. Maybe we can win it. Teixeira back to Silva. If we can win it, makes up for the loss earlier in the season. Oh, wow. Not a great touch by our guy, Braga. And the keeper boots it up. Can we win that header? We do. We win the second ball. Lovely. Obama out wide. Let's see. Let's see what we can create. Braga drops to Carvalho. Out wide to Carlos Daniel. BI to Carlos Daniel. Daniel to it first. And it's cleared away. And now it's Paredes on the counterattack. Moreno on it. Surely he's nothing. He has no options there. I'm refunding my season tickets? This isn't even a home game. All right. Time ticks on as we draw Paredes 1-1. Not the worst result, but kind of disappointing to concede when we had the lead. But whatever. I mean, it's a better result than what we had in the previous games. I can't lie. But we're still not in an ideal position. 6th place. We want to finish in the top 4 by match day 18 because that's the end of the stage. Look, it's still doable. I mean, depends on Trofense's result. They'll probably have 20 points. Let's be real. Well, let's just think they'll have 20 points. But yeah, not what I wanted. Still, we have a positive goal difference. I gotta try to find the positive somewhere. Yeah. Still 7 to go. Like win 3, draw 2, lose 2, and we might get in the top 4. That's just a guess. Worse than Amorim. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, man. But yeah, there's still games left. Damn, the potential deciding game might be literally a whole month after the second to last game. So we're gonna need to win these 2 games. We're gonna need to win the home games as well. Look, we just need to win games. Simple as that. Hello, Pickle Ricky. Sorry, we're about to leave, but hope you're doing well. Did you lose? No, we drew. We drew, but we were winning. But regardless, thank you for tuning into this stream, guys. I do appreciate it. We'll be back Wednesday. Probably FM and other stuff. Well, I still have to decide what I'm going to do for Wednesday. But yeah, we'll be back Wednesday, same time, same place. Had a Monday football session and we got battered. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Hopefully you can rest easy. Among Us with chat. Oh man, but we're gonna send a raid to SI Maggio. So show some love, and we'll be back Wednesday. So take care, guys.